This is how I stopped binge eating so you can just copy me. I was trying to diet for years. For as long as I've been alive, I've been quite a chubby kid. But after years and years of trying, after years of dieting, I finally went on the diet that changed my life forever, and I got lean at the age of 17. I kept on dieting, kept on getting leaner, kept on working out, and fast forward until summer of 2022. I remember this clear as day. My dad was making burgers and he made 4 of them. This is what my physique was like at the moment. You know, I was doing pretty good. I was really loving the way I looked, and he offered me some food. I ate 1 burger and I was still a little bit hungry, so I ate a second one. After this one, I wasn't hungry, but I couldn't stop eating. I ate the 3rd one. I was stuffed, but I wanted more and more. I ate a 4th one. I was bloated. I looked like a mess. I felt disgusting. And this started my binge eating cycle. Ever since that day, every single weekend, like clockwork, I would diet down, I would do an excess amount of cardio, and then I would binge eat upwards of 10,000 calories every single weekend. It really felt like I was never going to get out of this cycle. I remember I would cry a lot of nights just because I desperately so wanted to get out of this hole. Fast forward a couple of years, I haven't binged in quite a long time, and I'm here to tell you exactly how I did that. So recently I read 2 books, Brain Over Binge by Katherine Hanson and Alan Carr's Easy Way to Stop Emotional Eating. Looking in hindsight, I can see that I subconsciously followed the exact steps outlined within these 2 books, and that's how I was able to stop binge eating. Binge eating is primarily caused by 2 different reasons, so let's cover them. Number 1 is over dieting. I was a prime example of this. I got way too lean, cut calories too much. I think I was eating 1,700 calories per day at a certain point, and my body just snapped on me. It gave me insurmountable cravings for the highest calorie dense foods. It didn't matter if I was full. It didn't matter how I felt. I needed to eat, and I needed to eat now. But the problem is I never stopped dieting. I would binge eat and then I would purge. Not in the sense that I would make myself vomit, but I would exercise all week to burn off all those calories, doing upwards of 2 hours of cardio per day, which then starved my body to the same extent, and I binge ate once more. The way that I got out of this is I gave into the cravings. And I know this is popping up red flags in your head, but you have to trust me here because I was told this exact same thing. If you're falling into emotional eating habits, a great way to get over that is to just cave into the cravings, especially if you're very lean. Binge eating is very normal if you are over dieted. I know you think you're gonna gain a lot of fat, but it's really not as bad as you think. I'll show you a before and after of what I look like and then after caving into all of my cravings. But look, after you eat all the food that you want, you kind of naturally restabilize your hunger and you no longer want to binge eat. So I implemented this tip, and within around 3 to 4 months, I completely stopped binge eating and I was 100% fine. After that, I went on a lean bulk and the rest is history. Now, number 2 is it's just an addiction. This is also outlined within both of these books, and both authors state that binge eating can just be a food addiction. If you're not over dieted and you find yourself binge eating, it's probably just a psychological addiction. Now, once again, this may raise some red flags in your head. You may be feeling attacked, but look at it this way. If you put the blame anywhere else but yourself, you're giving the power to stop binge eating to some other force. It's the same way that smokers say, oh, I smoke because this person makes me stressed, or I smoke because my job makes me stressed. They never say I smoke because I am addicted. The longer you give something else the blame, the more power you take away from yourself and your ability to stop it. You need to realize that it is your own doing. And it sounds harsh, and I know that it hurts, but admitting this to yourself is step 1 of recovery. If you're ready to take the first step, press the first link in the description and join our free Skool group. Here you will meet like-minded people and get more direct help from me and our community. I hope I gave you something of value within this video. Please consider subscribing if you found any of this useful, and don't forget to stay savvy with your diet.